What if I told you that the fatigue, the lost spark, and that quiet frustration you feel isn't just because you're getting older? Picture this. You're sitting in your favorite chair, looking at old photographs, remembering when you felt unstoppable, when your energy seemed endless and your confidence filled every room you walked into. Now, maybe you avoid your reflection in the mirror, or you've stopped planning those adventures you always promised yourself. You're not alone in this. Millions of men across America are living with a secret burden, believing that feeling drained, disconnected, and less than their former selves is simply the price of aging. But here's what no one wants to admit. What we've been told about growing older might be completely wrong. The truth is that missing vitality, that fading confidence, isn't about the number of candles on your birthday cake. It's about something much simpler, something that's been hiding in plain sight all along. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you 5 ancient secrets that have helped thousands of men rediscover the strength and energy they thought was gone forever. These aren't complicated treatments or expensive solutions. They're simple, natural remedies you can prepare right in your own kitchen, and the results might surprise you more than you ever imagined. Number 1. Loss of confidence with age and the real causes. You wake up in the morning, and for just a moment, you forget you're 70. Then reality hits. Your joints remind you, your energy level reminds you, and that face in the mirror reminds you. But what if I told you that feeling like a shadow of your former self isn't written in your DNA? What if everything you've been told about aging is just plain wrong? Here's something that might shock you. In India, researchers discovered that 72% of men over 60 struggle with confidence issues. Not because their bodies are failing them, but because they're starving. Not for food, but for the right nutrients, the right water habits, the simple things that keep a man feeling like a man. Dr. Raghav Mishra, qui a passé 22 ans à étudier la santé masculine, le dit sans détour. Ce que l'on appelle vieillissement est souvent simplement négligence déguisée en temps. You see, when you were younger, you probably never thought twice about what you put in your body. A cup of coffee, a quick sandwich, maybe a soda. Your body was resilient. It forgave you. But now, every choice echoes louder. Every nutrient matters more. Every glass of water becomes a decision between feeling alive or feeling forgotten. The beautiful truth is this. Your body is still fighting for you. It's still capable of incredible things. Within 24 heures de lui donner ce dont elle a vraiment besoin, quelque chose de magique commence à se produire. Your blood begins to flow differently. Your nerves wake up. Your spirit remembers what it felt like to be unstoppable. And the best part? You don't need a single pill, not one prescription, not one complicated treatment. Just water and the ancient wisdom that's been hiding in your kitchen all along. This isn't about turning back time. It's about reclaiming the time you have left. Number 2. Benefits and use of fenugreek. Water Shankar. Babu used to drag himself to the bank every morning. 68 ans, 20 ans de service loyal, et il se sent comme si son corps l'avait abandonné avant qu'il ne soit prêt à abandonner. Sa femme le regarderait lutter pour boutonner sa chemise, prétendant ne pas l'avoir remarqué quand il agrippait un peu plus fort le garde-corps de l'escalier. He was disappearing right in front of her eyes, and both of them were too proud to talk about it. Then something remarkable happened. Shankar a découvert quelque chose que sa grand-mère lui avait murmuré il y a des années. Quelque chose de si simple qu'il a presque ri. Fenugreek seeds. Just tiny bitter seeds that cost less than his morning newspaper. But these weren't ordinary seeds. Inside each one lives compounds called trigonelline and saponins, nature's way of opening up your blood vessels, of telling your hormones to remember their job. That first week changed everything. Shankar felt his energy return like an old friend he'd thought was gone forever. The stiffness that had become his constant companion began to loosen its grip. His wife noticed he was standing straighter, walking with purpose again. By the end of the month, even his colleagues were asking what had changed. The research backs up what Shankar experienced. A study published by the National Institutes of Health in 2021 followed men just like him and found that 54% reported feeling significantly more confident after just 12 semaines. Here's exactly what Shankar did and what you can do starting tonight. Take une cuillère à café de graines de fenugrec et laissez-les dormir dans un verre d'eau toute la nuit. In the morning, before you eat anything, drink that water. The seeds have spent those quiet hours releasing their power into every drop. Then take a 10-minute walk, or if you can, try standing tall in the Tadasana pose for just a few minutes. Let your body remember what it feels like to reach toward the sky. Do this pendant 21 jours et préparez-vous à rencontrer une version de vous-même que vous pensiez être partie pour toujours. Number 3. Avantages et méthodes de l'eau de sésame noir. Mohanlal Ji de Jaipur comptait les pas. Not for exercise, but because climbing the stair to his apartment had become a mountain he wasn't sure he could conquer anymore. À 74 ans, ses jambes lui semblaient des étrangers, lourdes et peu fiables. His grandchildren would race past him on those same stairs, their laughter echoing above while he gripped the handrail, and wondered when his body had betrayed him so completely. The problem wasn't his age. The problem was his nerves. They were starving, literally dying for the nutrients they needed to carry messages from his brain to his muscles. Think of your nervous system like the electrical wiring in an old house. Over time, if you don't maintain it, the connections get weak, the signals get fuzzy, and everything starts to dim. Black sesame seeds are like a master electrician for your body. Packed with oméga-6 acides gras, zinc et sélénium, ils ne nourrissent pas seulement vos nerfs, ils les reconstruisent. They make them flexible again, responsive again, alive again. The Indian Council of Medical Research followed men like Mohan Lal and documented something extraordinary, a 38% improvement in nerve function. But Mohan Lal didn't need a research paper to tell him what he felt in his own body. 10 jours. That's how long it took for Mohan Lal to climb those stairs without holding the railing. 10 jours de boire de l'eau de sésame noir tous les matins, et ses jambes se souviennent qu'elles lui appartiennent. His grandchildren still race past him, but now he races after them, their laughter mixing with his own. Here's his secret, and now it's yours. Take a tablespoon of black sesame seeds and let them soak in water overnight. In the morning, strain the water and drink it on an empty stomach. Do this 5 jours par semaine pendant 3 semaines. But don't stop there. Spend a few minutes massaging vos paumes et les semelles de vos pieds. Make fists, then spread your fingers wide. Repeat this 10 fois. You're not just exercising, you're waking up every nerve, reminding your body that you're still here, still fighting, still alive. Number 4, ashwagandha water and mental health. Pramod Ji carried his depression like a heavy coat he couldn't take off. À 62, il se sentait comme vivant sous l'eau. Tout était embué et lointain. His family gatherings became performances where he smiled on cue and counted the minutes until he could retreat to his room. The man who once filled rooms with his booming laugh had become someone who whispered through his own life. Depression in older men isn't talked about enough, but it's real as the sunrise. It's not weakness, it's not giving up. It's your body's stress hormone, cortisol, running wild, while your testosterone, the hormone that makes you feel like yourself, quietly disappears. It's a chemical storm that no amount of positive thinking can calm, but there's an ancient root that's been calming these storms for thousands of years. Ashwagandha ne passe pas que les symptômes, elle va à la source. The compounds inside, called withanolides, work like skilled negotiators, calming down your cortisol while encouraging your testosterone to return to healthy levels. It's like having a wise counselor living in your bloodstream, restoring balance where chaos once ruled. The World Health Organization and India's Ministry of Ayush documented this transformation. 37% des hommes ont rapporté une transformation significative amélioration en 21 jours. Pramod felt it on jour 15. He woke up and realized he'd slept through the night without the anxiety dreams. He looked forward to his morning tea instead of dreading another day. By the 3e semaine, sa fille a commenté que le papa semblait à nouveau comme lui-même. That evening, for the first time in months, Pramod's laughter filled the house like music. Your healing begins tonight. Mix demi-cuillère à café de poudre d'ashwagandha dans de l'eau tiède 30 minutes avant le coucher. Drink it slowly, like a prayer for better days. Then spend 5 minutes doing pranayama breathing, in through your nose, out through your mouth. letting each breath wash away the day's stress. End with Shavasana, lying flat on your back, letting your body sink into complete relaxation. Your blood pressure will thank you, your nervous system will thank you, and after 21 days, you'll thank yourself for taking this first brave step toward feeling whole again. 5. Eau de cannelle et circulation sanguine. Les mains de Dinesh Ji étaient toujours froides. Even in the middle of summer, his fingertips felt like winter, and he'd taken to wearing gloves indoors, embarrassed by how his circulation had abandoned him at 65. His feet were worse, often numb and tingling, making him feel disconnected from the ground beneath him. He'd become afraid of stairs, worried about losing his balance, worried about becoming a burden to his family. Poor circulation n'est pas seulement question de mains et de pieds froids. It's about your heart working overtime to push blood through vessels that have become narrow and stiff. It's about your brain not getting the oxygen it needs to think clearly. It's about feeling tired all the time because your muscles aren't getting the fuel they need to keep you strong. It's your body's highway system breaking down, leaving you stranded in your own life. But there's a spice sitting in your kitchen right now that can change everything. Cinnamon contains cinnamaldehyde, a compound that acts like a gentle key, unlocking your blood vessels and encouraging them to open wide again. Research from the University of Michigan showed that regular cinnamon consumption can improve blood circulation by up to 33%. That's not just a number, that's the difference between feeling trapped in an aging body and feeling free in your own skin again. Dinesh a remarqué le changement dans sa première semaine. His hands warmed up during his morning routine. His feet stopped tingling when he watched television in the evenings. By the end of the month, he was walking upstairs with confidence, his body finally working with him instead of against him. His wife noticed he was standing taller, moving with the grace she remembered from their younger years. Here's what transformed Dinesh's life, one morning at a time. Take a cinnamon stick about 1 inch to 1.5 inches long and place it in a glass of water overnight. In the morning, warm that water gently and drink it slowly, letting the warmth spread through your chest. Then do something beautiful for your body. Try the Tadasana pose, standing tall with your arms reaching toward the sky, or the Pawan Muktasana, lying on your back and gently bringing your knees to your chest. Take a walk around your neighborhood, feeling your blood carry life to every corner of your being. Do this faithfully for 21 jours, et regarde ton corps se souvenir ce que cela signifie d'être vraiment vivant. Number 6. Dry ginger water, energy, and metabolism. Your metabolism is like a fire that's been burning inside you since the day you were born. When you were young, that fire blazed bright and strong, turning everything you ate into energy, keeping you warm, keeping you moving, keeping you feeling invincible. But somewhere along the way, that fire started to dim. Not because it wanted to, but because nobody taught you how to keep feeding it properly. Now, you wake up tired and go to bed exhausted. Food sits heavy in your stomach instead of transforming into the energy you need. Your body temperature runs cold, your movements feel sluggish, and you wonder if this is just what 70 is supposed to feel like. But what if I told you that fire is still there, still waiting, still capable of burning bright again? Dry ginger is like kindling for your inner fire. The compounds. Gingerols and shogalls don't just wake up your metabolism, they supercharge it. They tell your digestive system to remember its job, your circulation to pick up the pace, your entire body to stop sleepwalking through life. The Ministry of Ayush documented what thousands of men have experienced, a 41% improvement in energy levels in just 14 days. That's 2 semaines entre sentir battu par votre propre corps et sentir comme si vous pouviez affronter le monde à nouveau. The beauty of dry ginger isn't just in what it does, it's in how quickly it works. Within hours of your first dose, you'll feel a gentle warmth spreading through your core. Within days, you'll notice you're not reaching for that afternoon nap. Within 2 weeks, you'll be amazed at how much life you have left to live. Start gently because dry ginger is powerful medicine. Mix just a 1/4 teaspoon of dry ginger powder in warm water and drink it 30 minutes after breakfast. Feel that warmth travel through your body, waking up systems that have been sleeping too long. Then do something wonderful for yourself. Try 2 rounds of the Tadasana pose, standing tall and proud, or if you're able, a gentle Surya Namaskar, Greeting the sun with the energy is just given back to you. This simple routine will spread that inner fire through every cell, every muscle, every dream you thought was too late to chase. Number 7. Inspirational experiences of lifestyle changes. Jagdish Ji was 73 when he decided he'd had enough of feeling like a ghost in his own life. For months, he'd been going through the motions, smiling when expected, nodding when spoken to, but inside he felt hollow, like all the confidence that had carried him through decades of living had simply evaporated. His family worried about him, but didn't know what to say. How do you tell someone you love that they're disappearing right before your eyes? The turning point came on an ordinary Tuesday morning. Jagdish regarda dans le miroir et ne reconnut pas l'homme vaincu qui le regardait. That's when he made a decision that would change everything. He wouldn't accept that this was his new normal. He wouldn't surrender to the idea that feeling alive was a privilege of youth. He was going to fight for himself with the same determination he'd brought to every other challenge in his 7 decades of living. What happened next proves that it's never too late to rewrite your story. Jagdish began drinking fenugreek water every morning, feeling his blood flow improve day by day. He added black sesame water to strengthen his nervous system, watching his coordination and energy return like old friends. When stress and doubt crept in, he turned to dry ginger water to reignite his inner fire. But the real magic happened when he combined these ancient remedies with gentle movement, morning walks that became longer each week, stretching that made his body feel grateful, and pranayama breathing that calmed his mind like meditation. 3 semaines. That's all it took for Jagdish's family to notice the transformation. Sa posture s'est redressée. His eyes brightened. Sa voix est devenue plus forte. Sa rire lui s'est retourné, remplissant la maison de joie qu'il pensait être parti pour toujours. Par la 6e semaine, Jagdish prévoyait des voyages qu'il avait repoussés pendant des années, appelant des amis qu'il avait perdus de vue, et s'approchant de chaque jour avec curiosity instead of resignation. He didn't just get his energy back, he discovered energy he didn't know he still had. This isn't a fairy tale, this is what happens when you give your body the tools it needs and combine them with the power of movement and breath. Number 8. Summary of the 5 major water-based remedies. Everything you need to transform your life is probably sitting in your kitchen right now, waiting patiently for you to remember their power. This isn't about complicated treatments or expensive solutions or hoping someone else will fix what's broken. This is about taking control of your own vitality with the simplest, most natural tools on earth: water and the healing gifts that grow from the ground. Fenugreek water is your morning confidence in a glass, improving digestion while reminding your hormones how to balance properly. Black sesame water is your nervous system's best friend, strengthening every connection between your mind and body. Ashwagandha water is your evening peace, calming stress while restoring the mental energy you need to feel like yourself again. Cinnamon water is your circulation's wake-up call, opening pathways that may have been closed for years. And dry ginger water is your inner fire, reigniting the metabolism that keeps you feeling strong and alive. The beauty of these remedies isn't just in their individual power, it's in how they work together to create a complete transformation. They don't mask symptoms or provide temporary relief. They heal from the source, addressing the root causes that have been stealing your vitality for years. Best of all, every ingredient is natural, affordable, and available right in your local grocery store. You have a choice to make right now. You can close this video and continue accepting that feeling tired, disconnected, and older than your years is just your new reality. Or you can take the first step toward reclaiming the energy, confidence, and joy that are still yours by right. Your body is still capable of incredible things. Your spirit is still ready to soar. All you need to do is give them the fuel they've been asking for, one morning glass of healing water at a time. The truth is, you don't have to accept feeling like a shadow of who you used to be. What we've shared today isn't just about mixing seeds and spices in water. It's about reclaiming something precious that belongs to you. Your energy. Votre confiance. Your right to feel fully alive no matter what the calendrier dit. Think about Shankar, Mohanlal, Pramod, Dinesh, et Jagdish. 5 hommes qui refusèrent de croire que leur meilleur jour était derrière eux. They didn't need expensive treatments or complicated solutions. They found their answer in the simplest place of all: their own kitchen, their own determination, their own willingness to try one more time. You have that same power right now. These 5 remedies, fenugreek water, black sesame water, ashwagandha water, cinnamon water, and dry ginger water, they're not just ancient wisdom. They're your pathway back to feeling like yourself again. Each morning glass is a choice to invest in your own vitality. Each gentle stretch, each mindful breath, each step you take is you telling the world that you're not done living fully. Your body has been waiting patiently for you to remember how to care for it properly. Your spirit has been quietly hoping you'd give it the fuel it needs to shine again. Today, you have both the knowledge and the tools to make that happen. Which of these remedies spoke to your heart the most today? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Si ce vidéo a donné espoir, s'il vous plaît, la partager avec quelqu'un qui a besoin d'entendre ce message. Together, we can remind each other that our golden years can truly be golden. Until next time, remember that every sunrise is a new chance to feel stronger, more confident, and more alive than you did the day before.